Welcome to the Colonel Cast, the official podcast of the Curry College Athletics Department, a proud partner of your
Curry College Colonels.
We are back. This is episode 3 of the Colonel Cast, and I don't know about you guys, but I am very excited for what we have in store today. I am here once again with Brandon Clay.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
And Chris McKeon.
What up?
We have 3 mics, no guests, but one very fun topic, which I've been excited about since we first started planning for this podcast, which was probably about 2 months ago now.
Yeah, midsummer, I feel. No, it was earlier than that. It was about midsummer, maybe
even earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we officially get to reveal the quote-unquote contestants in our Best of Curry bracket. We have 24 seasons / players / moments that make up the best of the best in Curry athletics history. And with your help, we are going to narrow that field of 24 down to 8, then to 4, and then we will crown a champion. But first things first, we are going to kick off today's episode with another round of Guess the Sport.
it's time to guess some of Curry's best. This is Guess the Sport.
Okay, in last week's episode, Clay, you did very well. You honestly kind of surprised me.
You know what? Thank you so much. I did not surprise
Step
myself.
it up, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
You got 4 of the 5 sports we were looking for, including both of Coach Vallely's 2 sports. Today, though, we're going to crank it up a bit.
All right, let's get 100%. Let's do this. Let's guess the sport.
My prediction for today is that you will walk out of here with 0.
I say 1.
You know, I
He
disagree.
gets 1.
I disagree with both of you, actually.
Let's get into it.
From the class of 1989, Fred Hooley.
Freddie.
All right, Fred Hooley from the class of 1989.
It's a little while back. My guess from the name and the class, I bet you he won a lot of games on this team. My vote is going to be men's soccer.
Correct.
What do you mean?
Over 1. All right, my prediction stands.
Don't tell me till after. Don't tell
One
me till
Hall
after.
of Famer.
And he's a Hall of Famer. Congrats, Fred. But
All right, so before revealing what sport Fred actually played, we're going to reveal them all at the end, so we're going to keep going here. Your second Curry Hall of Famer
Yep, come on.
from the class of 2000,
Perfect.
Steven Santos. Not to be confused with the Tampa Bay Lightning center, Steven Stamkos.
Steven Santos, baseball, that's my answer.
Hockey, final answer. Because of that straight statement. No, I take that back. It's neither. It's not baseball. It's not hockey. It's not basketball. It is football. Final answer.
I don't know where you pulled that from, but you got it.
You had 4 other
You
answers
had
before
4
you landed on
answers,
it, but it counts.
your final answer was correct.
And it's
Steven
correct.
Santos played football,
Correct.
member of
Good
the
job.
class of 2000. We've got one more athlete for you. Chris, finish us off.
From the class of 2004, Lee Johnston.
Class of
We
2004.
got 2 sports here. She was a dual sport athlete.
She was a dual sport athlete. Okay, so that actually gives me some room because usually when you're a dual sport athlete, you have to play in 2 different seasons, which is usually the case. Okay, what was the name? Lee Johnston?
Yep.
Class of 2004. Class of 2004. Okay. 2 sport athlete, class of 2004, and a Hall of Famer. I don't think I saw her on the basketball list of 1,000 points, but she was a Hall of Famer. But I could have seen her.
So this is a tough one. This is my third and final guess.
I'm going to vote the first sport being in the fall with women's soccer and the second sport being women's lacrosse.
You got one of those.
50-50. All right, don't tell me. It's definitely soccer. One of them is soccer. And the second sport will be basketball. Final answer.
So your guesses are soccer,
Soccer and
women's soccer,
basketball.
and women's basketball.
Women's soccer, women's basketball, final answer.
You got one of those.
Flipped, yeah, you had it flipped.
All right, we're gonna take you out of your misery.
Just tell me. Just tell
She
me.
played
Women's
women's
basketball.
basketball and women's lacrosse.
Yeah.
So I had it kind of right.
So you kind of got them.
You had one the first time, and then we switched.
I'll give you credit for one of those.
I'll take it.
So
take it.
you got 2 out of 4.
That counts.
And you
50%.
You were incorrect. She was a 1,000-point scorer.
Really?
Yes, in women's basketball.
I'll be sure to check out that pennant upstairs.
So the one sport that we made you hang on for here, Fred Hooley, Men's ice hockey.
Fred Hooley, man. Okay.
Holds several program records. He was a big goal
Fred
scorer.
Hooley. Shout out Fred Hooley. That's 1989, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Shout out Fred Hooley.
So you went 4 for 5 the first time around, 2 for 4 this time. You beat my prediction. You beat both of our predictions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen,
So-
next time it's going to be a passing grade. I promise you guys.
I look forward to it. All right, so we are going to move on now and get right into the best of Curry bracket. So what's going to happen here? We have 24 moments or seasons or players' careers, and they are going to vie for the title of best of the best. We are going to open this up on social media once we have all 24 competitors revealed, and you guys are going to help us narrow this field down by voting on all of our socials, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We're going to need your help. We've got a lot to cover here. We are going to break them down into groups of 3, so we're going to head right into it. Clay, why don't you hit us with the first group?
All right, absolutely. So with the first group leading right into it, the first part is the 2003 to 2009 football dynasty. Yes, they had 5 consecutive NEFC championships, along with 2 NCAA tournament wins and 7 straight 8+ win seasons.
Nice.
For our second moment of the first group is the 2007 women's cross country team. This team had the first all-academic team award. They also had the 5th best GPA in the New England region at the time, which was 3.46. Stacey Levin from the class of 2008 won Curry's Scholar Athlete Award with a 3.71 GPA. The next fall, Coach Brian Moody would be unanimously selected by his peers to serve as the conference cross country chair. So pretty cool. For our third moment in the first group here, we have the 2019 volleyball team. They had the most wins in a season. Along with that, they had the most consecutive wins that year.
Yeah, that team, their senior captain setter, Lex Bell, also set several program records during that season. So I was thinking, guys, that these groups are broken down into 3s, and there are 3 of us.
There are.
So I think we should add a little fun wrinkle here and kind of draft these moments for ourselves to have teams that we can back and support and push on social media. So to, I guess to make this fair, we can go like youngest to oldest here. So Clay, you want to take a pick here?
Absolutely. So between these 3 moments here in the first group, we're looking at a 2003-2009 football dynasty, the 2007 women's cross country team, and the 2019 volleyball team. They're all very good moments in groups. I'm going to have to go with the first one here with the 2003 to 2009 football dynasty with those 5 consecutive NEFC championships right there.
That makes sense.
Solid pick.
I'll come in with the second pick here. Between cross country and volleyball, I got to go with the team that I worked very closely with last year. So I'm taking the 2019 volleyball squad.
Good pick. It's a very, very good pick.
And I guess that leaves me with women's cross country, but also a solid pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Chris, why don't you give us the second group? But since you had the third pick last time around, we'll give you the first overall in group 2.
Yeah. To lead off the second group, we have the coaching career of Jack Vallely from 1948 to 1998 from our baseball team. He tallied 726 wins, the most by any coach in any sport in school history.
And I think the second place coach on that list might be in this bracket as well.
Really?
Yeah, he had a 685 win percentage, which easily makes him a Hall of Famer. The second moment in this group comes from the 1992 women's tennis team. Suzanne Lazara's freshman season, she finished 19-5 overall and 12-1 in singles, which accounts for many records.
Yeah, records that still stand today, 28 years later.
Whew. The final moment in this group comes from 2010 and 2011 men's ice hockey. The program had back-to-back ECAC Northeast championships, and they appeared in the NCAA tournament both years.
All right, so before we get into the picks here, I just want to throw out that we're not really announcing these in any specific order. We did have to throw preliminary seedings on them just to kind of group them together, but those aren't going to matter at all. So the way we're announcing these is just chronologically as we go through the groups. Chris, you want to take the first pick here?
And I think this is an easy pick for me. I'm going to go with the Hall of Fame career of Jack Valley.
Sure.
50 years in the making.
I had the second pick in Group 1, so I'm going to hand it over to Clay here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This might be an easy one, too. I mean, they're both great moments in Curry College's careers or athletic careers. I'm going to have to go with the 2010-2011 men's ice hockey back-to-back ECAC championships there.
Very good. So Suzanne Lazara's freshman season in women's tennis will be added to my team.
Still a great choice right there. That's still a
Absolutely.
great pickup.
Heading into Group 3, we have the 1987 men's tennis season. That year saw Frank Ciarmataro's 15-1 overall year. It was the second of the team's back-to-back CCC championships, and Ciarmataro wound up getting inducted into the Curry Hall of Fame in 1996.
Wow.
Our second moment, I told you this would come up again, from 1996 to present, it's the softball coach, Mr. Bruce Weckworth, and his coaching career. He's got 2 conference championships, 6 conference finals appearances, 3 Coach of the Year awards, 3 30-plus win seasons, and 516 wins, which again, second all-time in Curry history by any coach in any sport. He's got a .542 winning percentage heading into the spring of 2021. And the third moment in Group 3 is the 2008 men's soccer team. They went 16-5-3. They beat Gordon at home, not once but twice. And one of those wins came in the first round of the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great season.
So if I'm doing my math correctly, I think I should have the first pick here. Anybody want to object to that?
Yeah.
No, you got it.
All right, just wanted to make sure that I was all clear to take the coaching career of Mr. Weckworth.
560 wins. You can't make that up.
Absolutely.
That's an amazing resume.
Crazy.
Welcome to the team, Coach.
Shout out, Coach. So that's Chris. Chris gets pick number 2, I believe, if
Yep.
we're doing this correctly.
Sure.
I'm going to go with the 1987 men's tennis team and Frank Ciarmataro.
Hall of Famer, 1996.
Yeah.
Great
Mhm.
pick. So that leaves me with the 2008 men's soccer team, 16-5-3. That's a great season, guys. I'll take it.
Love it. All right, we're going to step away from announcing the competitors in our bracket real quick to mention the success of the COVID-19 testing on campus. Clay, do you want to dive into
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. We've been on campus for about a month now. And as a student walking around campus, I've seen everyone, including faculty, staff, and students, continuing to wear their masks and continuing to practice social distancing. And those are the 2 key things that we want to continue to do in order to stay on campus because, you know, me as a student, I absolutely enjoy being on campus. I love the things that are still being offered on campus, and I want to stay here. I feel like you guys can agree as well.
We want to be here.
We want to be here.
Absolutely.
We want to continue to be on campus. We want to do our work. We want to be with our friends and learn, and that's what we are here for. And it's just that you can see the numbers online. We get weekly testing updates or daily testing updates, I believe.
Mhm.
And they're great. So out of all the numbers, I believe you just said it.
Yeah, I mean, the campus community is clearly doing a great job of making smart decisions and just staying healthy and protecting each other because through almost 6,500 total tests throughout this semester, they have been positive at a rate of 0.06%.
Wow.
That's not
Yeah.
6%. That is 6% of 1%. So we're doing a great job. Everybody continue to hashtag keep Curry safe and let's stay on campus. We're doing really well so far. So let's continue to do that.
Absolutely.
All right. And one more shout out we want to give around campus is to the official launch of Handshake, which will replace Curry Connect, which is no longer active. On Handshake, you can find employment opportunities on and around campus. The primary purpose of this is to facilitate career growth and connections for students and alumni in a much more user-friendly manner.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get right back into the best of Curry bracket here, starting off with group number 4. For the first moment in the 4th group, we have the 1985 to 88 men's ice hockey team. They had 4 straight 20-plus win seasons. Along with that, they had 4 playoff game wins, including the 1986 ECAC North Championship. For the second moment of the 4th group, we have the 2019 cheerleading squad.
Of course.
Yeah.
They won the program's first ever NCA, which is the National Cheerleading Association, Intermediate All-Girl Division III National Championship. Super cool. I was here for it, and it was awesome. You saw the pictures last year, and it looked like an awesome experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the third and final moment of the fourth group, we have the 2019 women's soccer match against Roger Williams on September 28th. They recorded their first win against Roger Williams since 2004. With a final score of 3-1, the Colonels' goals were scored by Maddie Wilson, Madison Conway, and Taylor Randall.
All right, looks like we've come full circle here. So, Clay, you've got the first pick again.
Absolutely. So 3 very good moments in this fourth group here. But between the 1985-88 men's ice hockey team, the 2019 cheerleading squad, and the 2019 women's soccer match, I'm going to have to go with the 1985 to 1988 men's ice hockey run of dominance here.
Are you serious?
4 straight 20-plus win seasons.
Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense. I was over here trying to figure out what my second pick was because I was about 99% sure you were going with the 2019 national championship team.
4 playoff games and an 86 ECAC North Championship. You can't beat that.
Totally. Unless it's a national championship.
All right, okay,
so
you got me there.
You got it.
Cheerleaders are on my team.
I guess that leaves me with the Roger Williams win with women's soccer.
Yeah, and that puts us halfway through the bracket, so let's keep rolling along. Chris, can you take group number 5?
Yeah, so to lead off group number 5 with the 1991 women's soccer team. The team won the CCC championship. They upset number 1 seed Salve Regina as the number 3 seed in the final. Sophomore Jennifer Blessing would be elected to the Curry Hall of Fame in 2003. The second moment in the 5th group, we have Katie Dara's softball career, who was the class of 2007. In her career, she played 180 games, making 179 starts. The team won 125 games with a .694 win percentage. Those are all program records. The team had 2 CCC finals appearances, and Dara was a teammate for 2 years with Jess Coyle, sister of the Bruins' Charlie Coyle.
Yeah, I don't want to give away who I want my pick here to be, but I have to touch on this here. 180 career games, 180 games in 4 years. That's an average of 45 games a year. That's absolutely absurd. That shows how talented she is, how well she was able to stay healthy, how well the weather held up for not only 1 season, but all 4 seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Those numbers are just absolutely insane. I mean, Clay, you're pretty familiar with the softball team.
Yeah, of course.
How rare is it for them to play 45 games in 1 season, never mind 4 seasons in a row?
4 seasons is a long time, but you got to think about everything in terms of games, not just softball, but every game. You got to think about the weather. You got to think about health. You know, injuries are always going to be a thing. 180 games is nothing that you can really look past. That is absolutely amazing. That's it's a great stat right there.
Yeah. So once again, not to completely give away who I want to pick from this group, but we've got one more in here.
For the final moment in this group, we have the men's lacrosse class of 2019. That class tallied the most wins of any class in program history with 38. They had the most postseason wins in any class in program history, and records were set by Devin Newell, Kyle Ton, Josh Teller, and Zach White. So I have the first pick in this group, and I think I got to go with Katie Dara.
It's a great one.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you can't not take that one. That's an amazing career right there. That's a great record.
Clay, at number 2, you are taking...
So we're looking at the 1991 Women's Soccer CCC Championship and the Men's Lacrosse Class of 2019. 2 great moments here. I'm going to have to roll with the Class of 2019 Lax guys here.
Yeah, that was a tough choice, but I was thinking while you were making your decision, really, whoever you don't choose, I'm going to be happy with.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all in all, I wound up with a conference championship. In Group 6, we have the 2017 football team who went 8-3 and made a New England Bowl appearance. It was kind of a return to glory for them. Quarterback Alex Corvisi set several school records, and the team was just 1 win shy of another conference championship. Second up in Group 6, we have the 2012 men's lacrosse team, and they broke several program records thanks primarily to the trio of John Castellano, Russell Lanham, and Sean Gallagher. And rounding out this group is a recent one, the 2019-20 women's ice hockey team. They won the IWCHL, that's an independent women's club hockey league. They won the Adirondack Division Championship with a 4-3 overtime win over Merrimack.
Over Merrimack. It's a pretty good win in overtime.
Yeah, so it was a club championship, but they are about to be our newest varsity program, so we wanted to make sure that they were highlighted here in the bracket. Oh, and hey, I've got the first pick again, don't I?
Yes, you do.
All right.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
3 great moments here.
Yeah.
You know what? It might be a little bit of a sleeper pick, but I'm going with the new guys or new
Gals.
girls, the new gals. So I'm going to take the women's ice hockey team and their championship last year.
Yeah, it was a great game. I was actually there for that game.
Were you?
I was.
Were you really?
I was. Yeah.
So I got the second pick here, and I'm going to go with the 2017 football team and their return to glory.
Nice.
It's a great pick. So that leaves me with the 2012 men's Lax. That's 2 Lax teams for me in a row. I'll absolutely take that.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
All right, we're going to take a break one more time from the bracket here and head into one of our favorite segments. Once again, this is Welcome Home Colonels.
Welcome home.
I hope you all like our new liner, courtesy of Mr. Brandon Clay. So for episode 3, Welcome Home Colonels, we have a member of the men's basketball team out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. Welcome, Jaquan Leonard.
Welcome, Jaquan.
Jaquan, welcome.
Welcome.
While we're away from the bracket, we would like to remind you to vote for Curry's SAC. That's the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. They are up for the NCAA Division III Special Olympics Spotlight. You can vote by going to ncaa.org and searching Special Olympics Spotlight, or go to our bio link on our Instagram.
All right, let's knock out the last 2 groups on our bracket here.
All right, let's kick it off with group number 7 here. With the first moment in group number 7, we have the 2006 to 2011 women's lacrosse team. They recorded 6 straight 10-plus win seasons with the prime of Nikki McKay and Ashley Hansberry, along with their broken records. They also had 1 CCC Finals appearance in 2006. With the second moment here, we have the 2007 to 2008 men's basketball team winning a CCC championship against Roger Williams. For the third and final moment in the 7th group, we have the 2015 to 2019 women's basketball player Emily Irwin, who recently graduated in 2019. She tallied a total of over 1,600 points, almost 700 rebounds, and over 400 assists, along with 486 steals. It's a lot of steals.
Yeah, she was setting records all over the place really throughout her career, and especially in her junior season where she almost hit 500 points in that year alone.
Yeah.
And then in her senior year, she wound up breaking the program record for most career points. So that's a really strong pick right there.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So who gets the first pick in this group?
I
think
think
it's
it's
you. You know what I'm going with here? Emily Irwin, class of 2019.
Surprise, surprise.
Absolutely amazing career. Shout out Emily Irwin. So that leaves you with the second pick, Mr.
That
Paul.
does. And this is another tough choice. I either get a run of 6 straight pretty dominant years or a conference champion. If I've been keeping track of my team correctly here, I think I have a little bit of a streak going, so I'm going to lean on that pattern, and I'm going to go with the 07-08 men's basketball team.
Another championship for you, huh? You got a couple now.
I do.
That leaves me with women's lacrosse. I'll take that pick. 6 straight 10-plus win seasons.
Very good.
Cool.
All right, one more group. We've got 3 more competitors.
All right, to lead off this final group, we've got the 1987 to 1989 women's basketball program. They tallied 59 wins over a 3-year span, 2 20-plus win seasons, 2 1,000-point scores, and set several program records. Those teams would have 3 future Curry Hall of Famers during the stretch. The second moment in this group is the 2012-2013 men's basketball CCC championship over Gordon. The final moment in this group and the bracket comes from the 2015 baseball CCC championship, which was also their most recent conference championship.
Great.
So that's it for all of them, all 24 teams?
Yep. Let's grab our last picks here. Chris, who you want?
I am going with the 2015 CCC champions from baseball.
Great pick.
All right, Clay, do the right thing here.
So we have between 2012 to 13 men's basketball CCC championship over Gordon and the 1987-89 women's basketball. That's 59 wins. That's a lot of wins.
Yeah. Is that who you're going
I'm
with?
going to have to go with that one.
All right. Put another conference champion on my team. I'll take it. Another one for men's basketball, too, so all love there. Okay, now that we've listed all 24 competitors in our Best of Curry bracket, we're going to give you a quick rundown of which moments wound up on whose team. Clay, why don't you kick us off?
All right, for my draft picks here, I chose football's dynasty from 03 to 09. I also went with the men's ice hockey back-to-back championships from 2010 to 11. I took the 2008 men's soccer run with a 16-5-3 record. I also picked up men's ice hockey's run of dominance from 85 to 88. along with the men's lacrosse class of 2019. I also took the 2012 men's lacrosse trio. My final two are Emily Irwin's career from 2015 to 19. And finally, I had the 1987 to 89 women's basketball seasons.
You doubled up on a lot of sports there.
I think that's a smart move.
You wound up with a couple from women's basketball, a couple from men's lacrosse, a couple from men's ice hockey. Let's see if that pays off for you.
I think it will.
All right, my team is made up of the 2019 volleyball season, really strong first pick there. I wound up with Suzanne Lozara's freshman season for the 92 women's tennis team. I have, of course, Coach Bruce Weckworth's career. Then including Bruce here, all I see on the rest of my list is champion.
All right, keep bragging.
I've
keep
got
bragging.
the 2019 cheerleading national championship, the 1991 women's soccer conference championship. I've got the 2019-20 women's ice hockey club championship, and then I've got a pair of CCC championships out of men's basketball. Their two most recent, which was in 07-08, and then also 12-13.
It's a lot of champions, my friend.
I would say so.
All right, Chris, what you got?
All right, so to lead off my team, I have the 2007 Women's Cross Country All-Academic Honor. My second pick is Jack Valley's coaching career from 1948 to 1998 from baseball. My third pick is Frank Sierra Mataro's 15-1 season and CCC championship from 1987 men's tennis. My next pick is women's soccer's 2019 win over Roger Williams. Following that, we have Katie Dara's softball career, graduated in 2007. My next pick was football's return to glory in 2017 with the New England Bowl appearance. My second to last pick comes from the 2006 to 2011 women's lacrosse team, along with Nikki McKay and Ashley Hansberry's records. And my final pick is the 2015 baseball CCC champions.
All right, now that you know all of our competitors, we're going to need your help to see who moves on. We need your votes. Clay, do you want to tell them how they can vote?
Yeah, absolutely. This Curry bracket is designed for you guys to pick who is Curry's best in this bracket. So be sure to check out the voting on our social media platforms by typing in Curry College Athletics on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. We'll be doing daily posts, like Paul will explain in a little bit, where you get to decide who truly is Curry's best. But at the same time, give us a follow on our official Instagram and Twitter page at Curry Colonels. You can also find us on Facebook and YouTube by typing in Curry College Athletics.
Yeah, so as Clay mentioned, we are going to be putting out posts daily for you all to vote. On Twitter, we're going to be using polls, and then you can also vote on Facebook and Instagram using comments. You can also send us a direct message if you'd like to submit your vote that way. The reason we are doing posts daily is so that you're able to vote as much as possible and your voice can be heard. Whereas if we were to just put one post out for the entire first round, you would only be able to really vote once over a 1.5 week period. Yeah. So we're going to be putting posts up for you to vote every day from today. Yes, they're live already from today until we record episode number 5. So you have about 10 or 11 days. You can vote 3 times a day if you hit all 3 of our social platforms. So we're giving you guys a lot of power. We want your voice to be heard. We have a lot of strong competitors in this bracket. I think we each wound up with really strong teams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to find out who will ultimately get the bragging rights of having the champion on their team, having the best of the best.
That's me.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's gonna be.
Well, whatever you say.
So go vote now because it's live now. So go check out our social media platforms because you can go vote right this second. So go check it out. As we continue to release episodes for you guys weekly, be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and Anchor. If you haven't gotten the chance yet, be sure to leave us a rating and review and let us know what you guys want to hear on this podcast. This podcast is all for you guys. We have a lot of ideas coming up in the next couple of episodes, but if there's something that you want to hear specifically, you let us know.
Thank you again for listening, everybody, and we look forward to chatting with you again next week. See y'all.
See ya later.